Ugh. All right. So, and welcome to AgamidCG. Today is, let me restart. Welcome to AgamidCG. I'm Skyler, and today is day 23 of my 30-day sculpting challenge. And day 22 is coming. I've already done it, but I just haven't posted yet. It's a bit tough to sculpt and work, and I've also got like the Steiner cosplay going. Um, so all those things together, plus editing, takes a lot of time and post processing. So that's why it's not out on time. Sometimes I stay up late trying to do the sculpt, but I feel like so far this sculpting every day has been pretty useful actually. Like I feel like I've improved. But there's also like an aspect of the more I sculpt, the better I train my eye, the more shitty I feel like my work is. So I'm getting a warning for resolution, so I'll just try to update that maybe. Mm, Can I change my streaming resolution? Uh, oh, maybe I stopped the stream. It wants 1920 by 1080. Why? Okay, let me try that. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it recorded the stuff I had before, but I had to check my resolution to fix that because I was getting some warnings. But looks like my stream health is good now. Yes, stream health is healthy. Stream is healthy. Cool. Yeah, I think I got some of my stuff there. But anyways, I'll jump into it. So today, my prompt is a Minotaur, which you can probably see by the name of the stream. So for this one, I'm a bit ambitious, I think. I don't think it's gonna look very good because I've spent an entire hour just doing like an ear, a mouth. Like I've spent an hour doing just like the eye area. So I don't know how I'll pull this off, but sometimes I feel like when I'm sculpting something, I feel like I just want to just go with whatever I feel like doing. And I don't know, I saw Minotaur thing, I got like, oh, that might be cool to do. So that's what I'm doing now, sculpting a Minotaur. Right. Let's go for it. A little bit of my reference I got today is some cows and cartoony Minotaurs. All right. Yeah, so this is some of the reference that I got going. Some cows. So we'll see how that, I mean, this looks amazing. I find that's one of the things that ZBrush does is they have like really amazing looking models. So when you time out and you're frustrated with something, you need a break, you need to be refreshing, then it just feeds you a bunch of stuff that's like way better than anything you can do. So anyways, so I've got a sphere here. I think I'm gonna try working out of this. Um, and I'll start time. Get the move brush going. I've been using this for a while. Still, I still can't get what my brushes are automatically. It takes me some time. So now we got this part, little jaw, and for my skull thing, we know we want this like egg shape, not a perfect circle. And that kind of looks off. So let's fix that. And we got something like that. A little bit. Something like that. Gotta make sure I get the primitive shapes down before I dive in, because I've been doing that way too much, just like jumping into the model. And then I end up having to fix everything because my foundation wasn't good in the first place. Something like that might work. Yeah, that's good. Probably good to save just in case. I've had a few times ZBrush likes to crash on me. All right, let's get the neck going. I'm just thinking this is going to be a bust, but I might try to like throw in the whole chest and stuff here too. Dynamesh it. Body going. Mark some landmarks. Know where the chest is. I find sometimes if I don't mark where the chest is, I don't pull out the arm in the right spot. So we'll do that. That's kind of right. And I'll get a shoulder in there. Already 5 minutes in, so I don't know. I don't know if this is even something. We'll see. All right, he's gonna have some like huge traps. So this is gonna be like almost a smooth transition here. Definitely distracting having like a stream on here and like my references. All right, want this guy, this big jaw here. Look in the neck. Now it looks like his torso could probably be even bigger, really. Like that. All right. So, I like it. gonna have like this big kind of forehead here. My skull study, and we'll just carve these eyes right out. So we know where the eyes even sit. And then we'll just insert them right away. And there's the sphere. More realistic sized eyes. Then back into the skull. Let's see how that looks. You don't want this kind of piece of flesh here. He's got like the below the brow skin. So we always have trouble with that part. And that kind of blends into this area. Gotta make sure the eye goes back into that zygomatic arch. Not the hard way. And a little bit up here, but not too much. This is like a more of a creature, so I can play around with it a little bit. You don't really want a lot of his eyes showing. He's gonna be kind of squinting. So we're gonna bring these brows right down. You'd think I'd get the controls by now, but nope. All right, that looks kind of good, but I feel like this lower eyelid needs to come up a little bit more. So let's do that. It should be like really tucked under here. There. I kind of like that. And then just to give us, let's make this pupil back into here. something like that. There. And then we can mirror and weld that. Got something. I mean, it's not the best eye, that's for sure, but something. Okay, now I gotta build up these parts. Brow. Sometimes it can be coming out a little too much. You do want him to have some aggressive looking brows. Oh. Should probably just like dynamesh everything now, so dynamesh again. Still keep it low, but now I have that everything kind of in the right spot a little bit. All right. Oh, how did I end up with that thing? Okay. We know we want a nose to come out here. The thing I'm struggling with here is like, do I want to give him a human nose or like a bull nose? Bull's going to be something kind of like that. It's got this other little section in there, kind of a flat part in the top. There we go, something like that. Question I keep asking myself is, how do I make this look finished by the end? Like, what does finished look like? Because an hour is not really like super realistic to get something really good. I mean, not for me, anyways. If there's a nose, still like something missing with the brow. I think that get this forehead back a little bit. Maybe a bit too much. I don't know. Build it back up with like kind of bony structure. Something like that. Get these out. I think I just want this overall jaw to be a lot bigger. So we need some room for the mouth up here and then jaw. See how that looks. He is like a Minotaur, so I accidentally didn't mask that part. All right, try to fix that. All right, so he's got this nose. I think I can do a little bit better with it. I don't want to spend too much time here. Yeah, it's only done looks a little bit better. Like this should be like a flat plane and maybe even comes out a bit more. Yeah, that. Wider nose. If anything, it should probably be a little smaller. Let's see if we can shrink it a little bit. This in the middle. Let's go my masking. Sometimes when I have the brush, sometimes my gizmo doesn't work the way I want it, so I don't know. That's a normal thing, but and then I can't mask properly because where I click the gizmo moves, so I don't know what that is, but it's annoying shit. There, because he wants to be I need him to be like a Minotaur man, not there we go, not a cow man. All right, something. And then maybe I'll do like something like me looking. Might as well open the mouth now while I've got this low res. Job it. 20 minutes in. Uh-oh. Don't have a lot done yet. Those of you watching, I've been like trying to do it in an hour. The whole point is to, so I'm supposed to focus on the big shape so I start focusing on the face because you don't really have much unless you have the face. It's just me. Okay, now I'm gonna go with the pen. Push that in. I just basically want it in enough so I can see teeth. It doesn't have to be amazing. Yeah, like that's fine. Something like that. I've even spent a full hour just on lips because they're so hard for me to do. So, this is probably pretty unrealistic to finish this whole character. And we're gonna again isolate this area. Lasso. Let's move this up. Like that. Let's I want to have like a real good scowl going. start building the forms around the face. So I'm gonna get these muscle areas in. It's got probably like a line from up here. Do I want to insert some teeth now, so I can use it for reference. This is just a way of cheating it a bit. I only really want to see a little bit of the teeth. It's just to show a little bit that it's there. All right, 30 minutes in, and I've got some of the face and teeth, so starting to come together. Time to do this bottom lip area. So I'm gonna start kind of just taking a little bit of the sharp edge off. Right, and I want this mouth to be kind of overlapping these teeth. So I'm gonna bring it up a bit. I want that to be a nice sharp edge here. Comes into the mouth corner. Don't want to affect that. And here, we've got this kind of big muscly area. And that pretty much just there's kind of like a muscle that comes all the way around the mouth here. I guess we gotta do the bottom part first. Make sure it's a bit of a flatter part here. Almost there, that's something. Kind of like the way he's looking now. That's that lip. I'll do just one daily standard there. That looks pretty good to me. Always check the side. Because my side looks terrible. That looks good. Now the top lip, I want this to be kind of like that. But maybe I'll push it back a little bit. I want this to be not too far out. And then I'll build up the lip a little bit. I don't want it too built up, but okay, kind of like that. Don't have too much time to think about it. All right. Build up these forms. Trying to mask so I keep my edges nice as I can anyways. He's a more muscular sort of creature, so I can kind of get away with a bit of ugliness compared to some of the softer models I've been trying to do. Yeah, we want these kind of coming right into here. He's got some more wrinkles coming, but I don't want to focus on these wrinkles too much. I just kind of want to hint that they're here. No. He's got some here too. He's got these big guys, big brows, all squishing together. Actually, this is where I can. It's all coming out. It's usually this 20 minute part where I start to get really like worried. Like, oh. Because the last 10 minutes you really can't do much. I can't get paralyzed in the last 10 minutes. So really I've got the next like 15 minutes where I'm gonna do anything. Okay, so I want to build up maybe a little bit more volume around here and maybe a little bit more on the cheekbone here. That's something. I kind of want this nose to be a little bit more, yeah, cowish. It's looking kind of like a gorilla. I think that might be because this needs to come out more. But I'm not sure. Kind of liked it where it was. chin going. This is always the area that like never really looks right to me, is this thing, especially if I'm going into like a cow nose. It just looks really messed up. Yeah, I think it is that this needs to go lower. Oh, that's a little bit more cowish. Go, make it a little fatter maybe. Okay, that's something. Cool. I'm gonna dive into some of the bigger shapes now before I spend too much time on the head. Um, it's only got 20 minutes left. Right. So first I want to add the horns. And let's do a bend curve. Change the axes, add some of these. And let's get the side view first. So I kind of want something like this. Where's my scale? Scale, scale, smoothness. Oh, okay, there's my scale. This one. And then we want them to have these horns like this. So let's add a couple more points. Yeah, that's too many maybe. We want it to go like that. Up, down. Keep this really pointy up here. And something like that. Well, this part should definitely be the thickest. Which means this part should get a little thinner, and this part should definitely be thinner. I think I'll just bring it all closer to the head, really. And and you want to bring it back a bit. Oh, it's not that part maybe. All right. It doesn't want to work with me anymore for some reason. Is it because I've got some weird thing on? What's... Huh. All right. Well, I guess I'll do the rest of this with Move Brush. And I want to turn this back. Something like that. Let's make these even bigger. Use the inflate and actually deflate it a bit here. Into the head. Let's mirror and mold it. And I want to put maybe like band around it or something. So let's extract that. Well, not that thick. Thicker. Sure, let's accept it. And then we'll got this. We'll Z remesh. Actually, I'm going to go geometry, crease, and then I'll do polish by features. And then zero mesh again. Oh, I should zero mesh geometry. Where's my zero mesh and keep groups? And there we go. Polish by features, polish by features, like zero mesh, remesh again, and just kind of keep doing it till I get something smooth looking. Sure, let's go with that. That looks cool enough. Move topological. Let's build up his head around these. Just got to do a couple of save next so I don't lose all my work. All right. That kind of looks good enough for that part for now. I kind of actually want it a little bit further out for the silhouette. Let's mush that down just to make that easier to move. Sure. back a bit. Yeah, something like that. Oh, I don't know why that one missed like that, but okay. All right, so now I'm at the 10-minute mark. Let's see what I can do in like 10 minutes. I can mess up with my brushes and not know what I'm doing. That's what I can do. So we know it's general cleomastoid goes to here. Let's build up the neck a bit. Tapers. Big traps. Maybe some Minotaur. He's gonna have like huge traps. Something like that. And then he's got a little space here, and then the clavicle comes up. Something like that. And then we've got a chest. Map it out a little bit. The fibers go this way. Do that later. Build up the chest. It's some of the chest. It still looks kind of ugly. Block it out first. There's a little divot between the chest, a little kind of gap there where it meets the bony areas. Not too much. Still gotta get some more volume up here. It goes right up here. It's brick huge. Let's go back to lasso. I want to pull out the arms a little bit if I can. I only got like 8 minutes here. Just be able to properly see the shoulder. He's got a big bicep going here. Tricep back here. Just looking kind of okay, not really. Let's get one. This part. Go down to the neck. There you go. Something like that. Not exactly. Then here, give them like, you want to pull up the chest a little bit just so it goes into the sternum and pop these out the bottom. Develop the lower chest. But not boobs. Right. that. Another one. A little bit smaller. Here, there's just going to be a bunch of serratus muscles. One thing I did want to add for this guy, I still think his nose is way too big, but oh, there we go. That's more. That is more of a cow. I think, you do have that one at the back, but I think you need to blend down back in here because you got these back muscles that probably go to the back of the head like that. And the back looks freaking terrible, so let's fix that a little bit. So these traps, they come back here pretty big. They're probably going to be carve this away a little bit so it's something to build off of. Something like into here, that, yeah, something like that. That looks like a super mutant as a cow. I don't know. And then got the side muscles coming in. These. Probably would have like a space in here, but something like that. Smooth it and see what I've got. So I think this could be nice right here. I don't want to smooth those facial features. See if I can do something in a minute. Probably not. Nope, I can't. All right. Well, that's basically as far as I was able to get in a minute. I mean, it's not terrible, I guess. But I wanted to test, from my first Wolfman guy, how much I could push a creature. And, it's something. High point, close holes. Wait, deleting close holes. So. And, wait, I didn't close this. So I got that. And oh yeah, well, time is up. So there's the character. If you'll okay, there's one thing I forgot to add it, and I thought about it earlier, and I just totally forget. But this is shouldn't be like a huge deal. It's, it's what is a Minotaur without the nose ring thing, right? Push it in a little bit. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's that's something. An hour, and that's what I made. Um, just like for if you haven't been following my stuff, so I've been just practicing every day for the last, well, this is day 23. So, and the whole point here is to see what can happen if you practice consecutively every day, if it actually makes a difference. Because, I have been sculpting here and there for the past couple of years, but I never done anything consistently. And doing it consistently just focuses me to take it a bit more seriously and learn a bit more. And I think it's been helping so far. I mean, I definitely couldn't do this. I mean, this could also obviously be fixed a lot more and moved around, but I'm just trying to like do quick blocking to the basic ideas, like to get I put a 1 hour time limit to make sure that I focus on the big shapes. So because, you want to make sure you get the primitives, you want to make sure that you have the silhouette down. I mean, I probably should have been looking at this a lot more. Like this little square in the corner is so useful because you can see like, oh, well, you can't really see the horns in the background, right? So like maybe I should, scale those up and bring those back a bit or something like, or this way. It's okay. Now I can see them in the back there. It should still go inside the head. And, that looks a bit better. Maybe one should be chipped so like they're asymmetrical and you know, then when you see from the side, you see two or like one's off or cut off or something like that. And obviously you can see like in his back here, it just like it comes in when it should really come out. So these are things I probably should have focused on more, but that's kind of like the point of these sculpt is to like this looks terrible. Um, is to be able to just push around the silhouette like that and see what looks good. Like that looks better in the silhouette. You know, does it look right in the thing? I don't know. I mean, maybe it should be in lower, but you just look at anatomy. I mean, maybe that does look better. Who knows? But a few times I've spent a little while after this doing like an extra couple hours of practice just because I like the model or like I think I could push it further. Like my vision on this character is definitely I could push it a lot further, like even that it looks I feel like he has a more of like a creepy look if he's out like this maybe or maybe his nose could be bigger or smaller. So much more I could do like around the eyes, but yeah, the main point of the hour is to force you to focus on the main shapes, the primitives, and the silhouette. And so far, as someone who's like pretty new to it, I would recommend like everyone to do this 30-day challenge or just, I mean, I think it goes back to the concept of just setting yourself smart goals of something like a realistic time frame. Can I do this every day or a couple times a week? And then you'll slowly get better and you'll see you actually have something at the end of it. I find like for me when I like first was doing stuff before, I'd like have this huge project that I'm gonna do, and I have so much reference, and I have like a story, and if you try to follow the the regular way of how you would do it in production to like, have a full story of the character and have the full concept and you have to write it out and do all the steps, then what you end up with a character that is not fulfilling that vision, but trying to fit it just to an hour. And now I can say, you know what, I'm done with this guy right now. And if I really want to later on, as my skills get better, I can come back with better skills and or more time and make this guy look so much better than he does. And I feel like I'm actually progressing instead of spending days or a week trying to muddy around this character when I might actually make it worse or never feel like it's truly finished. But that's day 23. Um, Thanks for watching. And I'll post this up in a little faster video for some people who don't want to sit through the entire thing. But I just thought I wanted to do a live today just to show um, kind of where my brain goes with it. I know I get quiet, but maybe there are some things that kind of get missed when I try to shorten it into a smaller video. I do try to sum it up, I summarize it, but there's some things that you miss when I shorten it. Maybe certain tools that I move around or use, and like how I'm using my brush strokes and things like that. I mean, not that I'm the best pro example or anything, but it just shows like maybe you're where I'm at and you want to see how other people are doing it, or maybe you're like a lower a level below me and you want to kind of see how I learned. And it's also an opportunity for you to like chat and hear with me and ask me questions or give me feedback if maybe you're at a higher level than me. So yeah, that's that. That's day 23, and I'll have day 22 up soon, and then you'll also see this one, and then I'll have day 24 next. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff. Your support on this channel definitely helps because I've only got like less than 2,000 subscribers right now, so literally every single sub helps me out, and I don't, I'm always around to chat about stuff. I do a coding course as well, which I'm always taking people into, and I teach it from like an ADHD perspective. So it's not just kind of like long, boring coding sessions. I try to break it into small, digestible parts. And then I also do art stuff, and I'm doing cosplay. So I'm kind of in the box of, I think I think people can do more than just specialize in one thing, and it's okay to learn something. Maybe, play in one space a little bit. Maybe you want to do a little bit of airbrush, or maybe you want to do fine painting, or a little bit of sculpting, things like that. But I think I'm extending this video on too long of me just talking about 1,000 things, so I'll end it here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.